It's been a few days since I last rode in here. You'll be happy to know that I am not dead and no longer in that God's forsaken land of Chult. But let me catch you up on things. The Temple of the Nine Gods was, well, basically it was awful. Every single place we turned there was some sort of stupid trap or curse or something that was almost built just to tick me off. The entrance to the tomb itself claimed one of our own. Poor Papyrus never made it past the pit trap in the beginning, and things more or less went downhill from there. We found a tomb to a trickster god, and after it tried to possess me, I told it to back off. After almost dying in another room to whites, we made our way deeper and deeper into the tomb. A long series of puzzles and death traps so numerous that I don't even want to get into it all. I don't even know how long we were down there. It all just sort of bled together after a while. There was a wine drowning room full of wine weird elementals. Honestly, that room offended me due to the waste of perfectly good wine. We met what I think was Asarak's secretary, an undead guy by the name of Withers. Pleasant fellow. Pity we had to kill him. There was a room full of floating platforms which just seems pointless to me. Like, why are they there? What purpose do they serve other than being a hindrance? And if that is the case, there are far more effective ways to be a hindrance to outside forces. Flesh golems, zombie dwarves, keyhead skeletons, and a beholder. This place is the pits. I hate it about as much as I hate the outside jungle. Not to mention we've been finding the tombs of trickster gods along the way. And Cloud, Fatality, and Flask are all sharing their brains with the spirit of one of the trickster gods. Does no one else see how this is a bad idea? There's so much that just felt like repetition of death and confusion that honestly, I'm not going to bother writing it all down. It would just be repeating myself after a while, and I don't feel like doing that. We did, in the end, find the SoulMonger. A massive adamantine structure that contained the souls of countless imprisoned lives. Under any other situation, I would have loved to have studied it, see how it was made or what its method of function was. And connected to that mechanical marvel was a giant, writhing flesh fetus. I wish I was joking. Connected to the SoulMonger through an umbilical cord was a writhing, pulsing, absolutely disgusting death baby the size of a couple elephants. The group split up, head cases went in all directions looking for random stuff. Also, I should point out that there's a lava pit below the SoulMonger. This is important. After blasting that particular abomination back from whence it came from, old Shamble Mage, Asarak himself, appeared. Needless to say, he wasn't happy. With the entirety of the group scattered across the room, everyone picked a target and started fighting. Cloudy and Dragonbait started wailing on the SoulMonger, Fatality got hit really hard with Asarak's walking stick, and Artist managed to buy us some time by turning Asarak into ice. Well, partially. The Lich managed to break out of it and almost got away. But guess who had a counterspell for his teleport? This guy. And then, Fatality utterly destroyed the Lich by summoning a barrage of sunblasts that turned the man to dust. We did it! We won! The SoulMonger was destroyed and the death curse was over. But the story wasn't finished. While people tended to their wounds, I decided to make my move. I had been holding on to a planeshift spell and, without any muss, I banished Dragonbait to the 9th Circle of Hell. And then I turned my attention to Artis. His mind, while resilient, was not strong enough to overcome the power I had been able to achieve. Dominate Mind did its job perfectly. I had him give me his ring, and with a smile, I pushed his body into the lava pit below. I'm pretty sure I scared the girls, but I'm sure they'll forgive me. I do feel a little bad about Dragonbait though. I probably could have sent him to Elysium or something a little less burny. Leaving the temple was easy. We found a cache of valuable books that I used to pay off our guides for helping me. A librarian there helped us find a portal that led to the outside, where we found two of our circus troupe waiting for us, Kronos and Matilda, the shape-shifting dragons affected by the death curse. Glad to see they're doing better. They helped us get back to Chult easily. I filled in Mr. Black on all the details, and entrusted the Ring of Winter to him. And that's it. I'm never going to the jungle again. I think if anything, I might just take up grand theft as a hobby. I much prefer the urban setting. Far more interesting things to do.